Can you see the red thread? Because I can't. I can't see it. Can you see the red thread, please? Can you see it? I can't see it. And I'm pinching myself and I can't. I think my skin and the bear skin are stuck together. I don't know what to do. And then I look into the sea, or is it a lake? And my face is the face of a bear. And I can remember, just remember, my name is Hawthorne. But I can't see the red thread, and when she sewed me in the skin, there was a red thread. Because she did it with the red thread, and then it's not there anymore. And oh, I'm so scared, I don't know what to do. I better tell you the beginning of the story, because you're completely baffled, aren't you? I just thought we'd be dramatic. Well, it started, my name is still Hawthorne, and I'm a princess, and I lived with my mum and dad, and the king and queen, and they, do you know the weirdest thing was, they had 6 boys before me, and then they all died, and then they had me, and then they decided that they were going to keep me, and I wasn't going to get married, which was grand, because I was rather fond of my friend, Coriander. Thank you, madam, you got the joke. Coriander, are you awake? Coriander and I lived in a house on the grounds of the castle, and we were very happy together. I'm not quite clear what we used to do. We had loads of servants. Anyway, and all was well until one day. Have you ever met an ogre? Okay, you had one visiting County Clare, I think? Just think of him. His name was Donald, not Duck. Just think of that. Just imagine with the orange thing. 1,000 of them turn up at the door of the castle, and it turns out that the king of the ogres, Donald, wants to marry me. I know, shocking. Anyway, my dad says, oh, all right then. This is the same man whom, if you remember and are paying attention, has said he was never going to marry me to anyone, and I was going to live with my lovely Coriander for the rest of my life. Oh, but no, now I've got to marry the ogre. And I cry, and I wail. I'm very good at that. I wail and I stamp my foot. No. He still says no. Well, you see, I didn't know what to do, to be honest, because when Hawthorne came and told me the whole story of the ogre, I was at a loss, because I quite liked my life with her. Oh, my name is Coriander, by the way. And I thought to myself, I know, I'm going to go and ask her fairy godmother for help. I remembered she had a fairy godmother, so I went into the woods and I found the fairy godmother and I said, this is the story, please help us. And the fairy godmother said, piss off. Piss off, ladies and gentlemen. Have you ever heard such a thing? Piss off. What she said? She said her name was Meddler. She said, you've never sent me a Christmas card. You've never sent me a birthday card. All the presents I've given you, did you ever say thank you? No, you did not. So I am sorry. Your girlfriend, Hawthorne, can go and get stuffed. Besides, I'm completely fed up with people coming to talk to me at the very last minute when they have forgotten everything else and it's a disaster, and then I can't sort it out, it's all my fault. And then she disappeared in a puff of smoke and we've seen the likes of it. Oh, bloody me. So the next thing we know, we're in the carriage, me and Hawthorne, Coriander, that's me and Hawthorne. I hope you're paying attention, galloping towards the Trump estate on the golf thing on the Clare. Did you see that? Anyway, and we arrive. Do you know what? He's even uglier than all the other 1,000 ogres that surrounded the castle. And she wails because she's good at it. And the next thing we know is the wedding night. Oh God, she has such a voice. Horrible. I'm not sure why I'm in love with her, but so I think to myself, I know what I'll do. I'll sew her up in the bearskin. The place is covered with the stuff because the ogre likes bears to eat, that is. So I sew her up with a red thread. I found there is a method in my madness. I sew her up and I said to her, look, tell you what, you run away, you frighten everyone, you get some help, and then you come and get me. Okay? All well so good? Only you see, of course, I am now there on the side of the sea. And there's a boat coming. Oh, look, can you see it? It's a boat there. Do you think it's wise to go into the boat? Because you never know. It might sort me out. So I clamber into the boat and we float, and I fall asleep because that's what you do when you're a bear and you'll be tired and you've had such